He was not a furry. We got a whole bunch for the essay. Okay, so Vancouver ended, okay? Vancouver is over, it's gone through, and we have a whole bunch of friends that are living in the area. I live literally 1 block away from the Vancouver hotel, okay? It is super close to me. So I'm like, you know what? I haven't had a house party in a while. I'm gonna invite a whole bunch of friends over for a house party, okay? I'm gonna just invite a whole bunch of people over and they can invite their friends and we're gonna have ourselves an awesome after-con house party, all right? So we invite a whole bunch of people over and we get like 20 people in our house after the con. It was great, right? We have Rusto there, we have Dashy, we have Vastin and all his friends, and we have a whole bunch of people that are like from Edmonton, all that kind of stuff. We have a good group of people there, right? And there was this one guy that I knew, but I didn't know. He was a friend of Vastin, and I had caught them like in bed together, like a previous night at Vancouver. So I'm like, okay, these two are like close. These guys are together. Like these guys are something. And Vastin's single, so I thought, okay, maybe these two are dating, right? So this guy comes over, and he told us verbally that, hey guys, this is my first time ever drinking, so like, yeah, whatchamacallit, I'm just going to like drink and enjoy myself and like, don't worry, but it's just like, it's my first time. Like, he was nervous. He was telling us this is his first time. And we were like, okay, cool, finger guns. It's all good. Like, yeah, take your time. Like, if this is a safe place, like this is a safe party, right? He's like, yay, cool. We didn't know that before this party, he did Molly. He did drugs. So like, he's already high. We did not know he was already high, but apparently he had already done drugs, okay? And then he's about to mix these drugs with alcohol. Oh no. Oh hell no. But we don't know this at this point, okay? Okay? So this guy is like chilling in my kitchen, okay? The entire party's happening in the living room, and there's two... There's 2 floors of this party, okay? The downstairs floor, people are playing like pianos and guitars and stuff like that. And the upstairs, we're playing like board games and we're drinking and we're having drinking games, right? So, whatchamacallit, we're in the living room doing our thing. He's in the kitchen just alone, and then the rest of the people are downstairs. He drinks the entire Mickey of vodka in 1 shot. Drinks the entire thing. Drinks that entire Mickey of vodka, 1 shot. No, yeah, this is the piano guy. This is the piano guy. Doesn't chase it with anything. Doesn't like take his time. Chugs it back. 1 shot. Leaves the empty vial there, and then comes out to us and just like, hey guys, do you have any other drinks? So I go into the kitchen. I pull out like my normal alcohol reserves. It's just like, here it goes, free open for the party. Anybody that wants these drinks, they can have it, right? Like, take it in moderation. So he begins drinking the drinks that I brought out after chugging his entire thing of alcohol. He's getting fucking plastered, blackout drunk, okay? Absolutely blackout drunk, okay? He goes downstairs because the music is vibing, and he like sits down and he starts vibing to music. Eventually, he sits down next to the piano player who's playing the piano, right? And he's just like vibing and stuff like that, right? Everybody else goes upstairs, but the piano guy keeps on playing piano, right? He then looks at him, puts his arms around him, and starts licking his neck. Just licking his neck and like nibbling his ear. And the guy is like, the fuck? 1, he has a boyfriend. Yeah, literally, hey there, sexy. 1, he has a boyfriend. 2, that's really fucking creepy. Thanks for 25 bits. That is really fucking creepy. 3, the grab that he did starts going lower. Okay? There's a black flag, not a red flag. Anyway, the piano guy is like, hell no. He breaks the grip away. He feels violated. Okay, at this point, he feels violated. He's like, okay, hey, bud, I'm going upstairs. See you later. He goes upstairs, and my upstairs thing, there's like a wall that splits up the room. So he walks around the wall, waits for the guy to come upstairs, and then he sneaks behind and goes back downstairs to get away from this guy. Okay? Okay, so now the guy that has now licked somebody else's neck comes up, and he's looking for Vastin. He's looking for my roommate because he wants to bang him at this point, okay? My roommate at the time is taking care of this girl who is having a panic attack. Whatchamacallit. There was just too many people around. She's very anxious. She's prone for this. She has like a service dog, like a calming service dog that is like designed to help her with this. So she's in Vastin's bedroom, like getting away from the crowd and calming down with the dog after a panic attack. Okay. This guy comes over to the door and is like, Vastin! Vastin! Vastin, you want to cuddle? Vastin! And he opens the door and tells him, hey dude, stop, go away. Like, I need to deal with this here. He's like, oh, but you want to cuddle? I want to cuddle. And he's like, no, dude, go away. Go like, hey, Jik. He pulls me over. It's like, can you take care of this guy? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I pull him to like the main living room and like have him play games with us, stuff like that. But like he is gone. Like he is super gone. Okay. Vastin finishes up with this girl in his room. He comes back out, and it's now like 2-3 a.m. All the rest of the guests are getting ready to go and everything like that. And then this guy is like, okay, well, I want to stay the night with Vastin. Oh, whoa. And little did I know, but he'd also licked and nibbled at Vastin's neck earlier that night. So like Vastin wasn't wanting to deal with this. My roommate wasn't wanting to deal with this. And they're like, hey, Jik, we're too anxious. Can you just kick him out, please? And I'm like, for fuck's sake. I'm just like, hey, bro, time to go. He's like, oh, I'm just going to stay here the night. And I'm like, you didn't hear me. It's time to go. He's like, oh, but. I'm like, no buts. Go ahead and get out of here. It's like, but I live far away. And I'm like, yeah, that's why you're going to take a bus or you're going to take an Uber. He's like, I don't know the way home. And it's like, that's why you're taking an Uber. What's your address? And he refused to give me his address. I'm like, okay, well, you're either going to pull out your phone and order an Uber right now, or I'm going to kick you out of the house. One of the two. He's like, okay, I'll order an Uber. And he would pull up the Uber app, pretend to enter it, and then close it. And then he would open up the Uber app when I asked him to show me it, and it wouldn't be order. I'm like, okay, order your Uber. He would pretend to order an Uber and then close the app. And like, he thinks he's smart. He thinks he's slick. But I'm literally watching him do this because he's drunk and he doesn't realize I'm just watching him do this, okay? So I'm just like, okay, bitch, well, I just saw you enter your address there. Pass me your phone. Click. There you go. Here comes your Uber. He's like, oh, but can't I stay? And I'm like, no, you assaulted my roommate. No, you're not staying, right? He's like, but I don't want to go. I'm like, well, I want you to go, buddy. Uber shows up, put him in the Uber, send him home, right? That's not the end of the story. That is not the fucking end of the story. So he gets driven home, okay? And the Uber drops him out in front of his house. He gets driven home and he gets dropped off in front of his house. He did not want his mother to find out that he lives with that he was drunk. So he decided to walk to a park and sleep on a bench for like most of the night. And then once he sobered up around like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning, he went back home. Next morning, he decides, as an apology, to draw furry art for Vastin and send it to him and be like, hey, can we be boyfriends? So yeah, the guy that licked my roommate's neck wanted to like lick my other roommate's neck and got blackout drunk at the party to a point where he was like in a stupor, was like, hey, can we be boyfriends now? So yeah, no. And you know what the funniest thing about all of this is? I accidentally found this guy on Bark again. He wasn't a furry. By the way, this guy's not a furry. The guy that got drunk and went on Molly and did all this stuff like that, he was not a furry. He was just a friend that came to the furry con with another friend. He was not a furry whatsoever. This is just a normal dude, okay? And then after this, maybe fast forward about 6 months, he makes a persona to pretend to be a furries because he can find like easier hookups in the furries than he can find in normal life. So he's pretending to be a furry on Bark, and I ran into him 3 days ago by accident. Not even a closet furry, just is using the arts to get attraction so that he can have fun. That's wild. I know it's wild, dude. I've had so many wild things happen to me these last 6 months. It's been crazy, dude. Plot twist, he was the chlamydia guy.